Hello, welcome to Verbling. I'm teacher Oakley. For the next hour, we will be learning some vocabulary related to movies. Besides some basic, straightforward nouns, we'll be looking a lot at common sentence constructions that we use to actually talk about movies with our friends and family. So we'll be looking at sentence constructions, nouns, verbs, object nouns, adjectives, the whole thing. Basically, our vocabulary focus is on how we actually talk about movies. In the following hour, that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about movies. This hour, we'll concentrate on the vocabulary. All right. Let me start out by welcoming students to the class. Hello, Heidi. How are you today?
Hello, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you as well. How was your weekend?
Weekend, it's very good. The weather is very good, and quite temperature is quite high, like spring.
Yeah, it's hot here. It's not even quite warm. It's just plain hot.
Some places have 20 degrees Celsius. It's crazy.
Crazy, yeah. Yeah, the whole global weather patterns are all run amok. They're all crazy, actually.
Because of El Nino.
Yeah, that's what they say. All right, let me also welcome Meeson to the class. Hi, Meeson.
Hello, teacher.
How are you?
Fine, I'm good.
Great. Nice to have you with us. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to do a screen share, and we'll get started with a basic mix and match exercise. Looking at some of the nouns, real basic nouns related to movies. Plenty of room in the class. If other viewers out there in Verbling land, anybody else wants to join us, jump on in. There's plenty of room. I really don't care when you join the class. Just come on in anytime. Okay, that being said, all right, let's get started looking at some basic vocabulary here. All right, match the words with their definitions. All right, these nouns are obviously directly related to talking about movies. So, okay, hang on just a second. Heidi, before you start us off, let me welcome Ziad. How are you? Long time no see. Hi, Ziad. Hello.
Hello. Hi, Oakley. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm good. There's a lot of echo.
Okay. Let me check. I don't know what's going on.
Well, either you have the Verbling window open or possibly your speakers are on. Well, all right, you can figure it out. In the meanwhile, hello, Carlos. Welcome back.
Hello, teacher. Thank you.
Hello. Good to see you again. And also, Nian has joined us just now. Hello, Nian. Nian, good morning. Or good afternoon. Good evening.
Oh.
Hello, Nian. Nian, are you there? Nian, okay. Nian, if you can hear me, I can't hear you. So you want to work on that, figure that out. Just give me a shout out, say hello, teacher, or something, so I know I can hear you. All right, well, okay. All right, check your mic. And Tess has joined us. Hello, Tess.
Hi, Oakley. Good morning there in the Philippines.
Good morning.
It's
Yes,
evening here.
All right, well, good evening there. Okay, welcome to the class. All right, now let's get started. Basic mix and match, some basic. Well, Ziad still got echo. All right, Heidi. Number one.
Yeah, somebody who reviews new films review.
No. The
No.
person.
Person.
Somebody. Who's the person?
Person. Director.
No. Ooh.
But actress, star.
Okay.
And,
Still got echoes. Yes.
no, I think a review because the word is for other numbers. So
Well, a review is not a person. A review is actually the written material.
person is only a Star Wars director.
No, a critic is a person. So somebody who reviews new film, a critic writes for the newspaper and they write, oh, Star Wars, the new Star Wars movie is the most wonderful movie ever created on Earth. And they write a little story about it for the newspaper or for a magazine. Or sometimes they can appear on television. Siskel and Ebert were famous American movie critics who had their own show, television show. So a critic is the person who reviews new films and talks about how wonderful, or actually more often than not, how terrible they are. So number one is a critic. Anybody can be a critic. In fact, in English, we have a saying when somebody criticizes you and somebody else criticizes, oh, everyone's a critic. Kind of a sarcastic saying, oh, everyone or everybody. Everyone is a critic. Is a common expression. Okay, let's continue. Let me quickly say hello to B. Hi, B. Welcome to the class. B, hello. Oh, hello. Okay. You have a problem also with your microphone. What is going on here today? I don't know. Well, I'm just going to plow on. Meeson, number 2.
A very famous actor or actress is star.
Is a star. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Who's your favorite movie star? Or starlet?
A long time ago, I liked Vivian Lee.
Wow. That is a long time ago. How old
Yeah.
are you? Oh my.
No, I'm over 60 years.
No
64.
way.
Right now, I'm 64.
I actually was only joking when I asked how old you are. I would never ask a lady how old she is. That was
Okay.
a joke.
I see no problem.
Okay, Meeson, you sound like you're in your 20s.
Oh, thank you very much.
Well, you had me fooled. All right. Okay. Of course, you know, if you're worried about being PC, politically correct, actor or actress, okay, this is one area where we have the masculine actor and the feminine female actress. You might hear star, you might hear starlet, but starlet as the feminine version. But overall, nowadays, people generally use actor as a gender neutral description. If you're all worried about being politically correct, you should just use actor. Ziad, let me talk to you. I do not hear an echo right now.
Good, nice. Okay.
Okay, you got it. Good job. What did you do, by the way, in case other students have a problem?
I just put my headset. I don't know.
Okay. Well, sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
If you just have your speakers on, you get echo. You're always good if you put on earphones or a headphone. Okay, Zid, number 3.
What a critic writes about a new film? Critics.
No. Again, the critic is a person. A critic is a human being. So a human being writes.
Okay. The negative points of the film.
Yeah. Usually negative, could be positive, however. This is called a review. A review.
Okay.
This is the actual written article, or if it's like a TV movie critic, what they report is their review.
Okay.
You can write a critique. All right, so a derivation of the word critic, and maybe this is what's causing confusion. Critic, as we see it written here, is a human being. A critique, ending with QUE, is another word for review. Maybe that's causing a little bit of confusion amongst you guys. And the verb, of course, is to criticize. All right.
Okay. Criticize.
Criticize, which that be having an awful time spelling. Criticize. You never spell the word criticize right. C's and S's can confuse me, honestly. All right, critic, critique, criticize. Critical is the adjective. Critically, it's a pretty big word family. Lots of different nouns, verbs, adverbs, and adjectives. Okay. Anyway, thank you, Ziad. I'm going to continue with Carlos. Carlos, number 4.
The person who tells the actors and actresses what to do. Director.
The director. Okay, who's your favorite director?
Tarantino.
I knew you were going to say that. I don't know how, but I knew you were going to say that. What's your favorite Quentin Tarantino movie?
Bastards. How is the name?
Dirty Rotten Bastards?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I like the Kill Bill movies.
Yes.
Anyway. Great. Okay, there's another word that's missing here. Stay with me for just a second, Carlos. Who is the producer? What does the producer do? Like at the end of the movie when you're watching the credits, that's okay, the list of stars, who played what part and who did the editing, who did the costumes, who did the makeup. In the credits, usually the producer is first, or producers. Executive producer, assistant producer. Carlos, what does the producer do?
I don't know. Maybe it's the person who invests to do the film.
Yes. Actually, Carlos, I don't know what a producer does either. Nobody knows. Maybe they know. Maybe they don't even know. I think you're right. I think they actually invest money in the film, and some of them actually have an organizational role in the production of the film. They hire the film crew and basically set up the movie sites, all right, where the movie's filmed and things like that. They do some general organization, I think, as well. But no one knows for sure. Okay, Nian. Hi, Nian. Are you functioning there? Are you? Okay. Nian, is your microphone working? No. I still can't hear you, Nian. Very sorry. Sorry. Keep working on that. I'll try to fix it, and we'll come back to you in a little bit. Okay. All right. Meeson, did I talk to you already?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I'm confused. Thank you, Meeson. All right. Tess. I guess it's your turn. Number 5.
One small part of a film, scene.
The scene. Okay. All right. That's right. Not only films, but plays, live performances on stage have scenes. Plays have acts, major portions, and then scenes, smaller portions. A different scene in a play, for example, would mean that they change, they change the scenery, they change the they change the things on the stage, maybe from outside to inside or something like that. Scenes in a film, basically the same thing. One kind of viewpoint. All right, a little note here. Britain versus American, English, British versus American. British tend to say the cinema, go to the cinema. Americans tend to say go to the movies, but these are not mutually exclusive. I've heard my British friends talk about the movies, and I've heard Americans say we went to the cinema last weekend. So not mutually exclusive at all. Okay. In the cinema. All right. Things that happen when you actually go to the movie theater. All right. Another fill-in-the-blank exercise here. Let's move on. B. Number
Yes,
one.
I'm here.
Hi.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Okay. Number one. Yeah.
I'm gonna read this one.
Please.
Okay. Let's sit at the back. I don't like being too near to the screen.
Very good. That giant white flat surface on which the movie is projected is
okay.
the screen. How about you, B? Where do you like to sit?
I would like to sit in the back too because sitting in front is really is too big and it's
Okay.
hard for my eyes to adjust.
Okay. To adjust.
Adjust.
Right. Do you sit in the middle, in the back, or on the sides?
I prefer in the middle, in the middle and in the middle rounds.
Okay, in the middle of the row.
In the middle of the row.
Okay, all right. I think most people have basically a spot they go to most of the time if that spot is open when they go to the movies. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like kind of not right up front, but maybe a third of the way back, but on the aisle in the middle. I have long legs, very long legs. So I'm really not comfortable unless I'm sitting on the aisle. I feel like I'm sitting in a tiny box, which is not fun. Okay, moving on. Heidi.
You already said your answer.
Did I?
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about it.
Center row, you said.
No. Center aisle, which is different.
No, you said the center of the row before.
Oh, yeah. Oh, B likes to sit in the center of the
said.
row. All right. Where do you like to sit?
Huh?
How about you? Where do you like to sit? Can you
Middle.
describe middle? The absolute middle of the theater? Or
The center of the place.
Okay. When you go to the movie theaters, many movie theaters nowadays, well, I don't know about Japan. You can help me out here. But many theaters in America and here in the Philippines have kind of a bottom section, and then they have a balcony section, which means you have to climb upstairs to get to the balcony or upper section. Do they do that?
No.
No, that's not normal? Okay. Okay. All right. That can happen. Actually, that's pretty popular in the United States, and it's actually pretty popular here where I now live in the Philippines. Some people prefer, again, to sit on the main floor. Some people prefer to go up top and sit in the balcony.
In the theater, it has two platforms. Oh, what?
Yeah, that's right. Basically, two platforms. That's right.
Oh.
Basically, like two floors. Yes.
Two floors.
That's what I mean. And the upper section is called a balcony section.
Yeah.
Okay.
In Vietnam, we don't have just one floor, one main.
All right. I see. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's move on. Personally, I can't. I really hate pushing by everyone sitting in the middle. I'm too big and clumsy. I fall on people. All right. Let me quickly welcome Gregors to the class.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Great. Okay. More common language to talk about movies. Moving on. Ziad. Sorry, no. Meeson. Meeson. Number 3.
I find trying to read the subtitle very annoying. I prefer dubbed film.
Dubbed films. Okay. All right. Can you explain a little more? What are subtitles?
Subtitle is the letters.
Well, right.
And the letters on the screen.
Okay, that's right. Writing on the screen.
Yes.
You'd say the writing on the screen, usually a translation.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, but what are dubbed films?
I don't know.
Teacher, subtitle is a pronoun. It's a plural or a singular noun.
Subtitle. A
Yeah.
subtitle is singular. Subtitles is plural. Usually we talk about it in plurals because we talk about it in general. We use the plural.
Okay, so if I say the movie doesn't have a subtitle or the movie doesn't have subtitles, one movie.
Yeah, you would probably use the plural. So it'd be very rare you'd say there is a subtitle underneath at the bottom of the screen. You'd be looking at one very specific scene with one very specific sentence. You see?
Oh, okay.
So it'd be very rare that you'd use singular.
If one subtitle means just like a sentence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Frozen on the screen, you see. So that's why you would almost never use it as a singular.
The dubbed film is translated speaking.
That's right. Okay. As opposed to writing, written at the bottom, it's actually spoken. So they find another actor to say the words in whatever language they're dubbing into, and that is that soundtrack is played over the film.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Dubbing is very common in recording music as well. They take a track, maybe a bass line track, and they insert it or overlay it with the other tracks. They take a drum solo over here and a bass solo over here and a lead guitar over here and background singers over here, and they put them on top of each other. That action is called dubbing, what they're doing. Okay, moving on.
Can I ask something?
Sure.
Is there any difference between subtitles and captions?
That's a good question. Well, that's a very good question. I'm trying to think. I mean, basically, they're used to talk about exactly the same thing. But you see caption, like closed caption for the hearing impaired. Okay, so if you're, sometimes they can make movies captioned for people who are hard of hearing or deaf. So the movies in English, the subtitles are in English, but they call that captioning. I guess they're basically the same thing. Basically, I guess they're the same thing, Gregors.
Okay, thank you.
But generally, we refer to them as subtitles when they're translated, and captioning when it's just basically the transcript in the original language is playing. Okay. Well, let me say hi to Sam.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What you were asking Grigoris to repeat the question? What are you confused about my answer?
No,
Yes.
no.
No, sorry. I just want to confirm that what is the difference between two? Caption and what?
Caption and subtitles
Subtitle. Okay,
here
caption
in
and subtitle.
the material. They're basically the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But usually subtitles are translated from the original language, and we refer to them as captions or captioning when it's the original language. I don't actually know if that's really a definition, but I'm telling you how they're used. Okay. Anyway, welcome to the class. All right. Moving on. Where are we? Okay. Ziad, number 4.
I like seeing all the trailer for the new films that are coming out.
Very good. Do you like trailers or do they annoy you? Where do you stand?
I like trailers. I can't watch a new movie without seeing the trailer. Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of like them, see what's coming up, coming attractions,
Yeah,
commonly
exactly.
called in English. A preview of coming attractions. Yeah, see what you might like to go see in the future. The problem with trailers, Ziad, is very often it's the very, very best parts of the movie. And once you've seen the trailers, you've seen everything that's good about the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You lost the suspension, man.
Yeah, there's no suspense.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Yeah.
No suspense. It's all. Okay. Do you know what that's called when people tell you exactly what's going to happen in a movie or a book?
No.
Or a play or whatever, when there's no suspense and somebody, before you see the movie, somebody tells you exactly the plot or what will happen in the movie, that's called a spoiler. Yeah, very good, Carlos. You got it. A tragedy.
Thank
Funny.
you.
All right. So sometimes if you ever see this in English, spoiler, that means they're about to tell you exactly what the plot is. So if you don't want to know, don't continue to read or don't continue to listen if you're watching TV or something. And they say, spoiler alert, well, stop listening. All right. Carlos, number 5.
Okay. I usually stay at the end to read the credits because I like to know who some of the less important actors were.
Okay. Do you ever watch the credits, Carlos?
Only in the Marvel movies, because at the end of the credits there are a clip, a little clip of the next movie.
Right. And you know what? I like the Jackie Chan movies because they have the outtakes.
Outtakes?
Outtakes. Yeah, you know what outtakes are?
No.
Okay. In the Jackie Chan movies, yeah. Carlos, I don't know if your microphone is too close to your nose or something, but your breathing is quite loud.
Maybe Darth Vader is here.
Darth Vader.
It's better or it's the same?
Stop that. Stop that. You're making me laugh. I can't work here. That was funny. That was a good one. 2 points for Heidi. Okay. All right. Outtakes. I'm talking about outtakes. Yeah, you guys know Jackie Chan. Everybody knows Jackie Chan. Come on. At the end of the Jackie Chan movies, he does the outtakes, the part they did not put in the movie. He has little clips of his mistakes, falling down, jumping through a window, and hitting his head, and silly things that happened while they were making the movie. Those are outtakes.
It's like the bloopers.
Like the bloopers. Blooper reel, outtakes, same thing. All right. These are synonym phrases. Bloopers, right. Exactly. Also called bloopers, same thing. Sometimes I like to watch the credits when I hear a song I really like, but I have to watch all the credits because the song credits are at the very bottom of the list. It's kind of annoying, but sometimes if I hear a song, I'll watch all the credits. Okay, let's move on. New activity. Let's look at some films. I don't know if you guys know these or not. Let's see if you know anything about these classic films. Yeah, no, not here. Tess. Okay. Let's look at the short description and you pick which movie do you think this is. Go ahead and read the short description, Tess.
Yul Brynner rides again in this famous Western, The Magnificent Seven, letter C.
Yeah, very good. Did you ever see this movie?
No, but I just compared it to the three items,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, so I was thinking maybe that's the answer for that.
Process of elimination. Do you know who Yul Brynner is?
No. No.
Does
That's why
anybody here in this class know Yul Brynner? I mean, not personally. I mean, as an actor.
I know Yul Brynner.
Yeah.
Yes, he was played. She played at King and Me.
The King and I. Yes.
King and I. Yes.
Classic movie. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Yes.
Classic movie and a Broadway play, and yeah. He's bald. He was like the original bald actor guy, bald macho actor guy. Right. Western movies. Tess, do you like westerns?
No, I don't like westerns.
You know, what are westerns?
Very Americanized. I
Very
don't
American.
know.
Yep. Cowboy movies.
That's right. Yeah.
A cowboy movie. That's it. Have you ever heard of a spaghetti western?
No.
Okay. During a period of time in the late 60s and 70s, it was a lot cheaper to film movies in Italy. So many Western movies from that time period were actually filmed in Italy. I guess it was just cheaper to make a film there. So they're called spaghetti westerns. Okay. Moving on. B, number 2.
A classic horror film with Boris Karloff as the vampire.
Okay, which movie do you think that is?
Horror movie?
Yeah.
I guess C, the Magnificent Seven.
No, The Magnificent Seven is a Western with Yul Brynner. So not C.
The Bride of Dracula.
Yeah, who's Dracula?
Dracula is a vampire that they suck blood.
That's right. Vampire sucks blood. Most famous vampire ever, Dracula. That's right. Boris Karloff was like the first horror movie actor. And if you have
First
problems,
horror movie.
yeah.
When was that?
Oh my goodness. They were making horror movies back when they were silent movies. Before there was never mind color, black and white. Before there was even sound, they were making horror movies.
No sound, just black and white movie.
Black and white, no sound. Yeah, they were making horror movies. Were one of the original genres of film.
Genres, what is it?
Genre is a type or a kind. We use the word genre to describe usually artistic classifications. Like a genres of music include punk rock, reggae, classical, country western. Genres of books include science fiction, nonfiction, self-help books. Okay, those are genres. The genres of dance include classical dance, modern dance, tap dance. Okay, like that.
Yeah, thank you. I get it.
You're welcome. All right, moving on. Number 3, Grigors.
Okay. Bruce Willis is the hero in the predictable action movie. It's definitely Die Hard.
Definitely. Have you seen the Die Hard movies?
Yeah, I watched a year ago because I completely forgot what was in the first 2 movies, so I watched all parts. I still have the worst part on DVD.
Okay. All right. The adjective here we're using, Gregor, is predictable. Is this positive or negative?
It's in the case of the movie, it's more negative because you will know the ending of the movie.
That's right. Predictable, formulaic. Yeah, it means, okay, you watch the first 5 minutes, you know what's going to happen. You know the bad guy is going to be caught or killed. Bruce Willis will survive, although very injured. Bruce Willis will lose the girl. He'll get the girl at the end of the movie. Yeah, predictable.
Actually, he will go to his wife because
yeah, that's the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets the girl. Classic movie formula. A predictable movie. Boy gets girl, boy loses girl, boy gets girl back again in the end. Everyone's happy. Okay, very predictable. All right, and that's a very negative. It's always negative. If you see a review or somebody talks about a predictable movie, that's a negative concept. The first couple, I forgot to look at these adjectives here. So, well, the first 2 are very simple anyway. Famous is obviously a good thing. There is a negative famous, which is infamous. If you're famous for negative things or hated by everyone, you're infamous. You're not famous. Famous positive, infamous negative. Classic is a good thing. It means an example, a model, an original, something that is well known and famous and used as basically a model is a classic. Okay, and we're gonna move on here.
Just a question, because maybe
Sure.
you'll remember. Bela Lugosi was first, or Boris Karloff was first vampire?
You know, I know this, and now I'm confused because you put me on the spot. Which one is first? They are both classics. I think Boris Karloff was first. Bela Lugosi was another classic horror film actor. You know who else was a classic horror film actor? Was Jack Nicholson. That's how he started out. He actually worked with these guys when he started out. But anyway, okay, we can talk about that in our next class. I'm not actually sure. I know the answer, but now it's slipping my mind. Sam, moving on, number 4. Sam, you there? All right.
Yes. The popular but increasingly dated musical Sing Along with Julia Andrews. Julie Andrews, yes.
Yeah.
The Sound of Music.
Of course.
Mhm.
The hills are alive with the sound of music. Okay, sorry you had to hear that, Sam. All right. Sam, this adjective we're using here, dated. A musical, of course, is a drama that contains a lot of music, lots of people singing. What does this mean? It's a dated musical. Is this positive or negative for starters?
I think it's positive.
Actually, no.
No.
Actually, no.
Dated music. Sing along with Jodie. Increasingly. Sorry, I don't.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. If something is dated,
Mm-hmm.
well, there's kind of two meanings. One more neutral and one definitely negative. When we use it in conjunction with some kind of artistic endeavor, whatever, an art form, whatever it is. What we're saying is that nobody does it like this anymore. It's as opposed to classic, which is used as a model and is usually positive. Dated is actually similar in meaning, but it means that instead of being the first and a model for people to follow, it's basically it's something that did follow many other people. It followed other classic musicals to the point where it sounds exactly the same as many others.
Okay.
Even
Can we
though
say
it's
that
famous.
copy of
Yeah.
other music? Can we say that?
Yeah.
It's not real. It's not real. It's not original.
And the idea is that people do it better now. It's dated. Someday in the future, people will say, "Oh, gas engines for cars, how dated." They won't exist anymore. They're not useful anymore. Okay.
Out of date. Can we say
the fashion.
Oh yeah, fashion. Oh, thank you. Yes, fashion is an
out
excellent
of date?
example.
Yes. Normally we use
Outdated. Right.
outdated. Mm-hmm.
You're right. Dated is basically a shortened form of outdated. That's right. Fashion is dated. Okay. Excellent. So that's all right. Very good. All right. Moving on. I think we got it. All right. We got more famous movies for you guys to know about or not know about. Heidi, number 5.
Number 5. A ridiculous science fiction film. Aliens attack. Aliens attack a peaceful community in California.
Okay.
No. It came from the space. H? No.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. It came from outer space. Yeah. Okay. Well, Heidi. First of all, okay. All right. We've got a couple adjectives. First adjective: science fiction. This is a genre. What is science fiction? Sorry, Heidi, you broke up.
Yeah, science fiction. I know. SF.
Yeah. SF, sometimes shortened to SF. What's an example of another SF movie? Very recent.
A lot of science fictions. I forgot the title. Going to the Mars.
Yeah, that's right. I don't remember either.
I forgot the title. There are many people already living in Mars.
Yeah. Okay, if it's about Mars or space aliens or space travel, yeah. Star Wars.
Star Wars, yes.
There you go. Star Wars, good example. All right, now, Heidi, in this case, ridiculous, is this positive or negative?
Negative.
Yeah, definitely. Ridiculous here kind of means silly. Totally unbelievable. Yeah. Now, of course, ridiculous can be positive. If you're commenting about a ridiculous comedy film, Monty Python movies are ridiculous. They're so silly, but I find them hysterically funny, very funny, even though they are ridiculous and silly. They're supposed to be, so that's okay. Often it's used negatively. It's possible to use it in a positive way. Meeson, number 6.
Okay. Hugh Grant and Andy McDowell star in this hilarious romantic comedy. Just a guess.
Okay.
For weddings and a funeral.
I believe you're correct. Good guess. All right. And romantic comedy, of course, is another genre.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Romance and love and supposed to be funny. Hilarious as an adjective. Positive or negative?
I don't mean hilarious. What's mean hilarious?
It means very, very funny.
Very funny?
Yeah.
Funny is positive.
Yeah, because it's a comedy. It's supposed to be funny. We hope it's
Yes.
hilarious. Yeah, all right. I personally would not call this movie hilarious. I can watch the entire movie without even smiling, without even cracking a smile. But some people might think so. All right. Ziad, number 7.
An epic historical drama with Kirk Douglas as the slave leading the revolt against Rome. Okay. I guess it's F.
Spartacus?
Yes, Spartacus.
Spartacus! Yes, you're correct. It is Spartacus. Okay. All right. Historical drama, a drama based in history. Why epic? First of all, is it positive or negative?
It's positive, I think.
Very positive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's something like special, or I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
No, you're right. Very special, unique, and grandiose. If something is epic, it's something done to a degree never seen before. This is like one of the first extra long movies. You know, sometimes they make like a 3 or 4 hour movie. This is the first one. It had like 10,000 actors in it. Epic. It was huge. An enormous production. It took them 5 years to make this film. Okay. Epic. They spent more money making the film than anyone ever had before. That's kind of the idea. It's big. Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Carlos, number 8.
Harrison Ford protects an innocent boy who has witnessed a murder in this gripping thriller.
All right. Which movie is that?
Harrison Ford, gripping thriller.
Yeah.
Witness.
Excellent. If I remember correctly, the witness, the child witness, was a Quaker. If I remember it right. Okay. And very innocent, naive. All right, a thriller. What's a thriller, Carlos? Another genre.
It's a suspense movie.
Yes. Often also called a suspense movie. Very good. All right.
Gripping, I don't know what is it.
Gripping. Well, okay. You know what to grip means? The verb?
No, I don't know.
Okay, to hold tightly. If you grab your pencil and you hold it very tight, you grip it. All right. The parts on your motorcycle or your bicycle where you hold on with your hands, those are called grips because you hang on to them with your hands. So if it's a gripping thriller, maybe you're so involved in the suspense that you tightly hold the edges of your seat so your knuckles turn white. Okay. That's a visual for you. It means that if something is gripping, it really holds your attention and it won't let you go. You can't turn your eyes away. Something's gripping. It's holding you tightly. All right.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Moving on. Tess.
Steven Spielberg's action-packed war film provides Tom Hanks with one of his best roles. Saving Private Ryan. Letter
Yeah,
G.
you got it. Have you seen that movie?
No, but I've seen other Steven Spielberg's production and Tom Hanks movies.
Yeah.
Not that one.
Oh, it's a pretty good one. It's a war film, basically another genre. Okay, the adjective we're using here, action-packed. Is this negative or positive?
Positive.
Okay, absolutely. The idea, all right, packed with action, all right. It's a hyphenated adjective. I guess it's pretty obvious what it means. All right.
Yes.
A lot going on. Okay, we already did that. Hey, have I seen you in a movie? All right. Moving on, making a film. Let's talk about that for a little bit. Choose the correct ending for each sentence, a little mix and match, and some more movies to talk about and look at. B.
Yes, I am here.
All right, number 1.
The beach was set in Thailand.
All right, so common phrasing to talk about and describe a movie. It was set in, we can say the place, we can also say the time. It was set in Thailand in the 1980s. It was
okay.
set in Elizabethan England.
The movie filmed in Thailand.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. The setting, or the noun version, okay. When you're describing a movie, it's good to give a little background where and when the movie happened, so that's the setting. Okay, moving on. Gregor's number 2. Gregor's, you there?
Sorry, my computer freezing. Okay, Schindler List was filmed in Thailand.
No, it wouldn't be in
Oh,
Thailand.
sorry. No, in black and white.
There you go. Yes.
Yeah.
No. Schindler's List, the Nazis and the Jews, definitely not
No.
Thailand. No. Yeah, it was filmed in black and white for effect. Okay. Even nowadays, sometimes we will see movies that are filmed in black and white, done that way for the effect. All right. As opposed to color, obviously. Sam, number 3.
Okay. Is it right? How to pronounce? Psycho was directed by?
Yep, Psycho. That's
yes,
it.
Psycho. Yes, Psycho. That was directed by Alfred. Alfred Hitchcock.
Alfred Hitchcock.
Hitchcock. Sorry, Alfred Hitchcock.
Absolutely. And this is definitely a classic horror film. Okay. Have you ever seen this movie?
No. Unfortunately, no. I have seen Titanic.
Okay. Psycho has the iconic, all right, here's another word, another adjective for you, has the iconic scene in which the woman is in the shower and the crazy man, the crazy psycho, has a big, huge cooking knife, French knife, and he stabs her through the curtains. And you hear the music going, classic music score. All right, a piece of music you hear in a movie is a score. The classic music score goes, as he's stabbing her, and you see the blood swirling down the drain. It has a close-up of the blood slowly going down the drain as the shower continues to pour water down, and the woman clutches the shower curtain, and slowly the shower curtain pops off the bar. Very dramatic. Can't really forget it once you see it, really. A classic scene. All right. Heidi, number 4.
Titanic starred Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet.
Yes, it did. Did you see Titanic?
No, I hate it.
But you saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have seen it,
Yeah.
but you didn't like it.
Yeah,
I didn't either.
Type of movie.
What type of movie would you describe that as? Titanic.
Romantic movie.
Yeah. Romantic drama.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Yeah. Okay. There's a couple other ways we could describe Titanic and other such movies. We might say it's a tear-jerker. If the movie's supposed to make you cry at the end, it's a tear-jerker. Whoops. All right, a tear-jerker. Movies that are basically marketed to and for women are sometimes called chick flicks. And no, although it's quite obvious, many action movies starring all those action heroes are obviously marketed toward men. There's not really there's no expression for these kinds of movies like romantic movies or chick flicks. There should be, but there's not. Okay, moving on. Meeson, number 5 here.
Number 5, Jurassic Park was based on a novel by Michael Crichton.
Yes, it was. Many movies are based on is the verb here in the passive form. Many movies are based on novels. Did you see Jurassic Park?
Yes, but I cannot remember it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Many
Dinosaurs. There's lots of
dinosaurs in there. Chase people.
Okay. Chase people around. All right, we've just got a couple minutes. Let's see if we can. Let's attempt to make it through this next little section here. Ziad, delete out the wrong word or expression in this sentence. What's wrong here?
The beach was mainly filmed on location on site in Thailand.
Which should it be? On location or on site?
Should be on site, I think.
Actually, no. Filmed on location is a very common collocation of words to talk about where a film is made. You can talk about a site, an area for a film, a site for a building site, a film site. Oh, the producer searches for a film site, but this series of words, this phrase is very common. Filmed on location.
Okay.
All right. Carlos, number 2. Oh, Carlos is gone. I'm sorry. Tess.
Jodie Foster won an Oscar for her performance in Silence of the Lambs.
You are correct. Not play. Okay. Her performance. All right. Classic there. All right. B, number 3.
Catwoman was one of the actresses in Batman.
Which is correct? Characters or actresses?
Character.
Absolutely. Actress is the real human person. Character is the part they play.
Yeah.
Right. Catwoman isn't a real person.
Yeah.
As far as I know. All right. Gregors, number 4.
Okay. Anthony Hopkins has the cast in this moving costume drama.
Is it the cast or the players?
The cast.
Yes, it is the cast. Heads the cast. You can refer to actors as players. That's not wrong. You're talking about them in general, but usually we refer to actors as players in a play, in a stage play with a live performance, normally. Okay, number 5, Sam.
I got a bit confused. The the plot was too complicated for me.
Yeah, the story of a movie is the plot, or the story of a book, story of a TV show is the plot. Okay, just real quickly, I'm out of time. I got to start my next class. I'll never forget the scene where they drive over the cliff. Okay, that's one particular segment of a movie. The Age of Innocence won an award for the best costumes, not uniforms. When we're talking about the clothes people wear in a movie, these are costumes. Policemen wear uniforms. Most American films are translated, are dubbed when they're shown. And we already talked about dubbed. Have you read the soundtrack, the screenplay for Trainspotting? The screenplay is the written material, or the transcript. Screenplay. Screenplay is for a TV or movie. Transcript. Soundtrack is the actual sound. And last, the special tricks or special effects. It should be special effects. All right, the amazing effects of things blowing up and whatever, lightsabers, whatever. Those are special effects. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. I'll be back in just a couple minutes, and we'll talk about movies and describe some.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye for now.
Thank you again.